So on to some communication issues raised by service users. They raised issues about not being able to contact the probation officer. How come we are not getting any info from the office? I tried to call the office 3 times last week, then another 3 times today. No one answers. Why? Why give us a number that no one answers? Service users also raised concerns about receiving inconsistent information. I got a text message telling me that I have an appointment in the office, but I've already sorted that with the case manager, and it's a phone call, not me going into the office. It's confusing when the case manager tells me one thing and the text message is telling me something different. It causes me stress and anxiety. There were also issues with service users not understanding text messages. I've received very little communication during lockdown. I have spoken to no one and just received text messages. I do not read good English, and it is therefore difficult for me to know what they mean. So these examples show how much poor communication undermines the whole service, how it leads to a lack of trust, how it leads to a lack of confidence, and how it causes stress and anxiety. Poor communication, though, also impacts further. For example, it causes issues with service user employment. Service users have to cancel work at times, so they lose earnings. It also causes difficulties with childcare because of inconsistent appointment information. So the impact is quite far-reaching.
Education, training and employment as part of unpaid work has been mentioned. I think it was a really key stat that Rory brought to our attention that only 50% knew about it. That is something I'm definitely going to take away from today, because there is a great opportunity, and we have found that some CRCs have been really innovative about how service users can access that, and they've done really well, the people on probation, in accessing it, but it's very patchy around the country, which I think gets us right back to the theme of the day, which is communication, that some people knew about it and some people were able to.
It will give probation time. Probation staff need smaller caseloads, so they are able to give the time needed to service users. This will enable a person-centered approach to develop and help prevent people feeling like they're just like a number. Lived experience. Probation need to employ staff with lived experience of the criminal justice system, as that shared understanding will help break down boundaries and lead to productive engagement. Awareness and understanding. Awareness, understanding, and training of different cultures, ethnicities, and religions of service users, as well as the different neurodivergent conditions and literacy needs. The person-centered approach is about seeing the whole of the person, rather than the whole in the person. It puts the person at the center of the service and focuses on what they can do. Person-centeredness is not just a word, not just a concept, but a way of working whereby service users and decision makers, or people who use services, family, carers, and service providers, work together to create a service which works for them all. The approach is value-driven and built on the principle that we are all unique individuals, and any support we receive should focus on our aspirations and be tailored to our needs and unique circumstances. The person's life experience, age, gender, culture, heritage, language, belief, and identity are taken into account, and they are acknowledged as experts in their life with a focus on what they can do first and any help they need second.
To have a caseload of 50, we know that it's human error which causes the large proportions of problems with service users. So people who forget to do something when they say they're going to do it, and actually use the technology there. We've shown by producing a text messaging service and stuff inside probation, that you can prove that you were there when you said you were, because the complaint was, I can be 5 minutes late and get breached or made a complaint with, and yet my PO or RO can be 20 minutes late and nothing happens, and how that has an impact on my ability to kind of engage with my order and stuff. So there are a lot of issues, I think, that we could discuss on a sort of on a more of a practical level, but ultimately we should be using more technology. There is a massive proportion that can be done online.
We have a long-term evaluation because there is very little evidence internationally, not just in the UK, about whether or not it is just as effective to engage with someone over a platform like Zoom or Teams as it is face-to-face. Like I say, we're not planning to do all one or the other, we're planning to blend it, but we also have a long-term evaluation to try and work out, does it make any difference?
The use of technology, a tablet costs £80 today to buy, and I'm sure in bulk it would be even cheaper. So there's obviously a safeguarding issue around probation being seen to be paying for data, which is then abused and stuff. But does that outweigh the fact that you can get free online coursing? There's a proportion of probation programs, whether that's behavioural change programs or safeguarding, knowing your own risks, that can be conducted online and actually proven that you've done it as well, and actually provide electronic feedback. We see in the prisons around kiosks and stuff have been really great benefits to prisoners